It's known as the Peace Palace, but the chance of the court here, the highest legal body of the United Nations, bringing an end to the hostile environment between the US and Iran, was never going to be high. Lawyers from both countries have presented their cases to the court, Iran arguing that the American decision to pull out of the nuclear deal and reimpose sanctions broke an agreement of friendship between the countries dating back to 1955.
Faced with mounting economic pressure, and since attempt to settle the dispute through diplomatic means did not succeed, Iran had no other choice but to seize the International Court of Justice with the present request on 16 July 2018.
And they said sanctions were crippling the Iranian economy in areas ranging from investment in renewable energy to aircraft parts, oil exports, and the Iranian currency itself.
The measures are intended to and do bite deeply into the key areas of Iran's economy, and they also bite into the health, well-being and safety of its citizens as well as of its companies.
But in response, the US said that the Iranian claim that it was guilty of unfriendly actions was deeply hypocritical, given the anti-American sentiments and actions taken by Iran since the Islamic Revolution of 1979, and that the Iranians were deliberately confusing legal and political issues.
Mr. President, Iran's request warrants another observation before I proceed. It rests on the basis of a treaty whose central purpose, friendship with the United States, Iran has expressly and repeatedly disavowed since 1979 in its words and actions by sponsoring terrorism and other malign activity against United States citizens and interests. In other words, the situation that the parties find themselves in today is nowhere near what was contemplated when the treaty was concluded in 1955.
For all of the American attempts here to destroy the Iranian case, there is an argument that suggests that, politically speaking, this might be quite a useful exercise for the American government, because the people arguing that the US was within its rights to withdraw from the nuclear deal and that the sanctions imposed on Iran aren't anything like as harmful as the Iranian side says, are not hardcore supporters of President Trump. They're lawyers working for the State Department. The panel of judges will not make a decision this week on Iran's case, and whatever they do decide may easily be ignored by the United States. Laurence Lee, Al Jazeera, The Hague.